This episode is brought to you by eBay. We all have that piece. The one that's so you've basically become known for it. And if you don't yet, fashionistas, you'll find it on eBay. That Miu Miu red leather bomber, the Custo Barcelona cowboy top, or that Patagonia fleece in the 2017 colorway. All these finds are all on eBay, along with millions of more main character pieces backed by authenticity guarantee. eBay is the place for pre-loved and vintage fashion. eBay, things people love.
On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings.
Why are you listening to this show?
The podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
I have been spending this entire week in Miami. As you know, I've been staring at Marlins Park. And I have been wondering, not just proud of Marlins Park, but proud of the Marlins. And I have been trying to figure out how to deal with MVP odds. And our friends at DraftKings, and the odds, they go up, they go down, according to what people are betting. Ohtani last night goes 4 innings pitched. I'm Jeremy. I'll talk about Ohtani every day now because he is the MVP and will win the MVP every year that he takes the mound and gets up at the plate. He drove in 2 runs with a home run last night, gave up 1 in 4 innings pitched. There's no player like him.
He's totally unprecedented. We talk about all of these great players in the history of baseball, but last night, the home run that he hit was 460 feet. So he's doing that on the same night.
David
that
already told us they make it up. They don't even know.
It's the 460's cool.
StatCast has real projections.
It's better now. It's better
good.
now, but not. It's not.
You used to make it up.
So
There's math.
Wait,
now.
so you're buying the Cal Raleigh made it by a foot thing?
No.
Come on.
Not at all.
I mean, it just.
Jeremy's exasperated.
It's okay, Jeremy. Don't be exasperated, but just know that
we're allowed
was
to be excited
hockey.
about things. We got excited, and within 5 seconds, it became a debate about whether or not the home run is real.
That's my fault.
That's all, Zaz. I'm going to get back to Ohtani and tell you that when you sign a contract, and there was a big announcement yesterday in Boston that got my attention because I loved it so much, a young player, Roman Anthony, is going to sign a new deal. But the maximum amount of the deal that was announced, $230 million, he has to win the MVP every year for the next 9 years. It's the stupidest thing in the history of contracts.
What's the floor of it?
$130 million. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It beat Corbin Carroll. It's pretty good. But people are going around saying, oh, he's going to make $230. And then they read the fine print. He has to win the MVP every year for 9 years to get $230.
Do you think that makes writers uncomfortable?
By telling you the fact that when you give, they want to give big numbers. People love seeing big numbers.
But I mean, it makes writers uncomfortable. Or like if it's late in the season and all right, he's in the MVP conversation, he's in the race, and you're voting who to give the award to.
The NBA is the biggest thing because you can do all NBA.
Right.
And that
then you're eligible for a max
deal.
Yeah.
So they put a $10 million bonus essentially every year on it.
It's plus an all-star, but it's just stupid. You're not going to get it.
I looked up longest home run hit by a pitcher. You're going to like this one, Jeremy. Hideo Nomo hit a 575-foot home run during the Japanese League All-Star game.
No, we didn't.
I mean, it's here.
No.
You think I just made that number up? Right here. Hideo Nomo, 575-foot home run, Tokyo Dome.
No.
Japanese All-Star
Is there
game,
video?
1995. Also, John Gray hit a 467-foot home run in 2017. But it was at Coors Field.
Didn't Galarraga hit one that was like 500-something?
Like the middle of the upper deck.
Yeah.
Close
My
to
favorite's
Nomo
the Bryce
territory.
Harper legend that in high school he hit one 550 feet with the aluminum bat. But, I mean, the craziest thing about the Ohtani thing last night is it's 4 innings, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. He hits a home run drives into, they lose 5-3. And that's with the Dodgers. That sounds like what he used to do with the Angels. To have that happen with the Dodgers, he's the MVP.
Well,
the real
not valuable
question becomes,
then, still lost.
Well, the real question becomes like, who's second, who's third, who's fourth? Because the National League has a bunch of really interesting candidates, ultimately including Kyle Stowers. But Kyle Schwarber is probably going to be above him with good reason. He has been unbelievable for
free
the Phillies.
agent.
Yeah, what a year for him.
Get paid.
As he should. He's
Kyle
a ridiculous
Stowers,
hitter.
you have him high in the MVP race?
Yeah, I think that Kyle Stowers absolutely deserves to be high in the MVP race. He's third in the National League in OPS. He's taken a team in the Miami Marlins that were not supposed to be all that much and really buoyed their lineup for the huge portion of the year. He has, I believe, 3 walk-off home runs. He has multiple games where they won and he was the only guy driving in any runs. He actually plays a position, unlike the 2 guys ahead of him in Shohei Ohtani and Kyle Schwarber, who are only designated hitters. He's been pretty solid in
You can't make that case for Ohtani.
No, Ohtani's different. I said he should be the MVP.
Weird. A minute ago we were praising him.
No.
And now...
I'm saying in terms of hitting, right? It's a different thing. And Ohtani is a freak all of his own, right? He's at the beginning. But then you start to get to Pico Armstrong, who hasn't had a great second half the way he lit the world on fire at the beginning. You get to Manny Machado. I think that there's at least reason to consider a player like Stowers, although I know Adnan Virk totally disagrees with me.
Well, Adnan is here, and I'm so thankful to have him on our show. Hello, Adnan. It's really
Hi,
good
David.
to see
Nice
you
to
here
see you.
on the
David,
Dan
I just want to
Le Batard
congratulate you being welcome back to Miami. That was a great story. The president was reaching out with open arms to have you back there. I still want to hear more about the nude beach with Larry Beinfest, if you don't mind.
Well, listen, I can't disclose more than that except to tell you that it didn't suck. And I did have my eyes up more than not because it's critical at a nude beach where your eyes are. But Adnan, you're coming here, and I would love to just talk about movies with you. But
please take a gun, David. We're back. We have a comedy in movie theaters. This is amazing. It's great.
Have you gone to the theater to see it?
I went opening night, David. I took my 14-year-old son. I said, buddy, I laughed uproariously when the first one came out. He said, Dad, what's uproarious mean? I said, don't worry about it. We're going to go watch this. We're going to have a blast. 27 minutes of trailers, David. Enough with the trailers and the commercials, please. Can we stop? AMC apparently now they just put out a statement yesterday. They're going to start to work on this a little bit. Thank God. 85-minute movie. That's 5 minutes of credits. It's a comedy actually in theaters. Liam Neeson is fabulous. As you and I know, Leslie Nielsen was a dramatic actor his entire career. When he did The Naked Gun, it was a lark. It was like, wait, he's going to do a comedy? Similarly, Liam Neeson has such great gravitas. We saw that in Schindler's List. We've seen him be an action star. Him doing a comedy is absolutely brilliant. It's great casting. Him and Pamela Anderson have wonderful chemistry. They've been canoodling together on the red carpet. Not every gag works, okay? I get that. There's some misses along the way. It's not the original. Of course, the original is an all-time classic, but it's very funny. I know you're going to enjoy it.
Adnan, did you show your son the original before you took him to this?
That's all I did, and there was a few, questionable moments. My wife was like, I'm not sure if you should have shown that part. I'm like, gonna be a little quick on that one. And I said to her, listen, the thing with The Naked Gun is there's no profanity, Zazzle. Even in the new one, there's not one 4-letter word uttered. But there's sexually suggestive content here and there that I had to kind of cover his eyes for a sec. But he did like the original a lot.
So you cover his eyes for the sex part, but not the violence part. Are we just clear that that's how you roll?
We're okay with violence and, quite frankly, if there's a little bit of profanity, because we can't cover his ears that quickly. Anything with sex, I got to cover his eyes a little bit.
I again, for the record, and I'm not going to make an issue like Mike did about this. However, I don't get it. I don't get, Adnan, you're at a movie theater and there's about to be a pair of boobs and you're like, oh my God, stop the presses. Wait a minute, there's a machine gun that's killing someone. Please.
It's a lot easier to explain to a kid that that's fake. That murder, that actually didn't happen. Boobs, it's like a dick. I don't want to have this conversation.
That nipple's real, Adnan.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm someone that's constantly adding stuff to different carts on random websites. Like there's a teal Marlins hat that's been calling to me for like 2.5 years that I'm constantly getting advertisements for. Is something eventually I'll purchase because I keep those things in the cart. Then I see it, that beautiful glowing purple Shop Pay button. Boom, checkout's done. I don't even have to get up and find my wallet. That, my friends, is Shopify magic. That little purple button means that the store is powered by Shopify, which doesn't just make it easy to buy, but ridiculously easy to start and run your own business too. Whether you're a giant like Mattel or Gymshark or, just launching something weird from your garage, Shopify has your back. Let's be real, if we can run a show with this much chaos, you can run a business with Shopify. With hundreds of beautiful templates, tools for payments, inventory, analytics, marketing, it goes on, and it's all in one place. And yes, that purple button, that's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Batard. Go to shopify.com/Batard. Shopify.com/Batard. So Bob Odenkirk is one of my actually all-time favorite actors. He could be comedic, he could be dramatic, obviously Better Call Saul, one of the great shows literally of all time. And a couple years back, he showed up out of nowhere as an action star in the movie Nobody. And I honestly really loved it. I couldn't believe what I was watching and had an absolute blast, was blown away by his physicality. The movie was a ton of fun. And now he's back in the sequel, Nobody 2, hitting theaters on August 15th. So Bob returns as Hutch, and this time he tries to go on a vacation with his family, only for all hell to break loose. It's really a delight to see a guy like Odenkirk kicking some serious ass. Nobody 2 is produced by 87 North, the same team behind hits like John Wick, Bullet Train, and The Fall Guy. The film also stars Connie Nielsen, RZA, and the legendary Christopher Lloyd and Sharon Stone. Nobody 2 is a perfect summer movie. You don't want to miss this one. Nobody 2 is only in theaters August 15th.
Don Batard. I actually thought you looked kind of good. Stugotz.
Thank you. The beard's grown out a little bit. I got a little life in my face, I feel like. Little tan, Colorado, San Francisco. I had a great time.
You got life on your face.
You've got death on your face.
I think you got 40 to life on your face.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Do you believe that Kyle Stowers, do you know, Adnan, that Kyle Stowers was the throw-in in the Rodgers trade here in Miami?
It's a great story, David, as you know, is that everyone said, okay, hey, Michael Elias never wants to part with anybody. Wow, he's giving up Norby. Prize prospect. He's going to get Rodgers. Rodgers, as you know, was terrible last season. Actually been pretty good this year.
He's lights out this year.
Right, he's been very good. So it's helped redeem that trade for Michael Elias. But, yeah, Stowers is the throw-in. And listen, I try to give love to my friends, right? I know Jeremy does a phenomenal job with the pitch clock. Quite frankly, he's keeping me in the Meadowlark family by having me on the pitch clock once a month, so I appreciate that.
Hey, the hockey show. Hey.
And the hockey show as well. Thank you to Roy, both those guys.
And the main show. Other than that,
other than those three shows.
Appearance coming to Nothing Personal.
And that's a full-time employee, actually.
Yeah, but
congrats on your co-hosting gig on Stupidity. I see you.
I appreciate that, Mike. Yeah, Stu is keeping me in the mix as well. Back to Jeremy. I want to give a little love, right? It's like if University of Miami had a big win, I would text Mike Ryan, hey, congrats to you, buddy. So with Taché, I text him like, hey, man, Stowers, 25 home runs, first homer off a lefty. His response, David, was Stowers should absolutely be second or third in MVP voting. Do I have to come down there and smack the South Florida out of him? I love Kyle Stowers. It's a great story. I'm rooting for the Marlins. I interviewed Yuri Perez at MLB Tonight this week, which I also texted Jeremy about. Luis, the translator, fantastic. I told Yuri Perez, I said, Yonder Alonso, fellow Miami guy, said that Yuri Perez reminds him of an eel. In 20-plus years of broadcasting, Yuri, I've never asked another man this. If you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be? Yuri laughs and says, I'd be a whale because I'm huge. So I don't know if he's a humpback or a beluga whale, but I love Yuri Perez. I love what the Marlins are doing. But Stowers is not second or third in MVP voting. Ohtani, Machado, Schwarber, PCA, there's a ton of other, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, there's a lot of guys ahead of him.
It's the Machado one that really kills me, and PCA. If you look at weighted runs created plus.
Christ, Jeremy.
No, I mean, what do we care about in this league? Okay, you want batting average? You want batting average? We could do batting average and home runs.
Give me
you prefer
RBIs.
That? How about this? There's two guys in baseball hitting over 290 in terms of batting average with 25 or more home runs. You know who they are? Kyle Stowers and Aaron Judge. Boom. Those are the only guys in baseball. If you look at weighted runs created plus, he's fourth in the National League. He's sixth overall in Major League Baseball. Machado, 13th. PCA, 25th. Now, understandably, both of those guys are elite defensively at their positions. Machado, not the same way that he used to be.
Still
and I
elite.
know what Adnan Virk's going to say. He's going to say, hey, since 1997, the Padres haven't had a guy to lead the league in hits. Not since Tony Gwynn. You know who has a better batting average? Kyle Stowers. He's been better on a team where for half the year, they couldn't figure out who to put behind him in the lineup. He had guys like Matt Mervis, who's been DFA'd since then, hitting behind him.
Stinks.
And on the Padres, there are real guys hitting behind him. PCA has Kyle Tucker hitting behind him. Kyle Schwarber even. He's been spectacular. Obviously, he should be above. To
Kyle
me,
Stowers
offensively, his valuable is there.
Kyle Tucker's better than him.
In terms of the statistics, in terms of the impact, Kyle Stowers has led a team that everyone anticipated being one of the 2 to 3 worst teams in Major League Baseball to the level of success where they're 6 games behind the San Diego Padres for a wild card spot. They have an opportunity with a crazy road trip coming up. 5 games in 4 days in Atlanta, 3 games against the Red Hot Guardians, 3 games against the Red Sox. If they can get through that and get back home and Kyle Stowers continues to be on fire, I just think the deeper we get into this, he should get the type of consideration to be second or third in MVP voting. He really should. He really should. I understand why Ohtani's always going to be number 1. He should be, right? What he did last night is ridiculous. He's always going to be there. And for that matter, Kyle Schwarber, ridiculous year. He's been unbelievable. I am having a tough time after those two finding anyone that should 100% be voted for above Kyle Stowers. I really do believe it.
Making me despondent about that whole diatribe is watching Billy and Mike just disinterested.
This is their team.
Yeah, I'm in on it. I've been part of the chat where I've been seeing people saying Kyle Stowers should be serious in the MVP conversation. I'm like, okay, this is a little ridiculous.
even Billy, who is an avid Marlins fan,
it is a bit
I don't
much.
understand why.
Well,
if
because
Stowers got a top 10 MVP vote, that would be a remarkable achievement.
Oh, he's definitely going to get a top.
Look, he could finish top 5, top 7, but like the idea that he's going to make a serious run.
All right, you want another one? You want another one to back it up? Let's do it one more time.
It's okay.
No, I'd rather talk about Eddington.
Okay.
They have a losing record.
But let's talk about wrestling on what streaming program it's on for another hour.
Wow, Mike.
It's our local team. That was the local hour, right?
Another week and a half before we see Jeremy again.
Yeah, I'll never be
This
back
is
here.
really something.
Just excited about our local team.
I have
and
lost
having a
control,
star.
Adnan. You come on here, and this is what the issue is. We're trying to make you a part of our great family while you're swiping at our toes.
Stowers also, like, he's had a good
things up against Samson. I apologize.
He's had a good month and a half, which is why he's in all these conversations.
He had a really, really great 2 months to start the year, then had 30 games where he didn't hit a home run. He was awful, and we all thought that, all right, it was a fluke. And then over 33 games, home runs, RBIs.
Did you just demicrophone him? Is that it, Mike?
Turned it off. That's what we call it.
So we're now... I call it demicrophone.
He microphoned him. I like it.
I think that's a word. Virk, you said something that bothered Zaz, and I want to make sure that I have it right. Did you say Superman sucked?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was terrible.
Adnan. Oh, come on, man.
I liked it. But let's hear the take.
Yeah, Zaz, I'm so excited to go see it. I see the trailer. I got to take my kids. Here we go. First, I don't want to sound just like Francesa, because somebody sent me the 8.5-minute rant, and I said, I'm not going to watch this. With respect to Mike Francesa, I don't need to see his movie opinions. I go, no, you got to see this. I got to be honest. Mike Francesa had more right than wrong in his review. What's with the dog? Enough with the dog. I don't care about crypto. It's the whole movie's with the dog. Also, my main issue is Aslo, way too much of Mr. Terrific. And I know James Gunn did a brilliant...
He was one of the highlights of the movie.
No. Gunn did a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy because he had all these different characters. And I get that. There's a myriad of options you can root for. Fantastic. First Guardians was fabulous. But in Superman, I want Superman. It's a Superman movie. I want to see Superman against Lex Luthor. I don't want Mr. Terrific hijacking, as you said, one of the best sequences of the movie. Why is he being featured? Lois Lane's running shotgun, Mr. Terrific. It was ridiculous.
I'm stunned.
Superman
I'm
was
stunned.
deprived of being Superman.
I'm stunned with this. I don't know the last time I enjoyed a movie as much as I enjoyed Superman. I had a smile on my face, Adnan, the entire movie, the entire time I was on the theater. I love that movie. Like, You didn't have fun watching that movie?
I was introduced to Mr. Terrific. I thought he did a great job. Look, I know the Superman character, and I know its limitations.
Right.
So I like being introduced to other characters that have a little bit more depth to them. And by the way, the dog was a great decision because people struggle to find connection points to Superman. We've seen the story so many times, and he's perfect. He's got the one weakness, but everyone loves a dog. And that really helped endear this character in ways that, quite frankly, Warner Brothers has really struggled to do with since Christopher Reeve.
Adnan, did you at least like David Cornsweat?
Couldn't disagree with Mike more. To me, it felt like such an obvious attempt to play to the young audience, to kids, and to every dog lover out there. It has nothing to do with the movie. It doesn't help the movie at all. It doesn't help the narrative. It's just ridiculous. Oh, there's a dog. Hey, we'll cheer for the dog.
He may be a dog. He may not even be a good dog, but he's alone, and he's scared.
Mike, I also didn't think the guy was a great Superman. I'm not saying everybody has to be Christopher Reeve.
He was
I don't think he's got charisma. I don't think
he was
he's a great
solid.
Superman.
He was solid. Superman's a tough role to have charisma for.
I thought he was a great.
I thought he was really good,
Super
but it's
handsome.
okay. I appreciate the perspective. I really do.
At least Mike and I can agree on Eddington. Can we talk Ari Aster?
Oh, the master of horror, even though he doesn't describe himself as a horror guy. Now, Eddington, not a horror. It seems as though Ari Aster wants to be a dark comedy guy. And Eddington, I have this theory, Adnan, that the movie is going to blow up when it hits the streamers for exclusively word of mouth because of how perfect this movie presented that whole very confusing time in COVID. It's about COVID, early stages of COVID in a New Mexico town, and it is an equal opportunity offender. I think some of the biggest laughs were from the jokes at the progressives' expense, and then, as Ari Aster is one to do, he does his
hell of a left hook. Then
he does his twist, and it may lose people because of that twist, like often his movies do. To certain segments of the population, but I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was really funny, a really good dark comedy.
Yeah, I liked it a lot with you as well. Listen, the twist didn't necessarily work for me. It went in a much, much darker, more severe tone, but I appreciate Ari Aster has a singular vision. He makes movies like nobody else does out there, and the first time I thought was laugh out loud funny. Like Mike said, guys, I'm not the first guy in line to see a COVID comedy. I'm like, we have to live through the process. I'm not sure how much more can be said about it, but it's particularly skewing towards the left, which I thought was really well done and well charmed and scathing, and great performances as well from Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. I really enjoyed it. Although I do kind of, to Mike's hinting, I wish he'd go back to those movies he did at the beginning. Like, I love Hereditary, I love Midsommar. I made those horror movies. Beau Was Afraid I enjoyed. It was certainly a good experiment, and I did like Eddington, but I'd love to see him go back to those horror movies. But a different movie to see at the multiplex.
Can I interest you in Augustine Ramirez as Rookie of the Year at least? Because 3 multi-home run games, 2 multi-stolen base games thus far in 89 games of his career. The first guy to do that.
Alrighty. Back to you guys.
Listen, I did hear Billy mention that the other day. I love Drake Baldwin. I'd push for him for the Braves. And if Mizorowski gets some more starts, obviously in the IL, but Augustine Ramirez has been great. No question.
Adnan, I am very excited for a movie that is coming out this weekend. Mike's into it also. I've been looking forward to this movie for months now. I already have my tickets. We're going tomorrow afternoon, me and my boys. We love horror films. Are you interested in Weapons?
I'm not as much of a horror guy as you, Zaz, so I'm not running out to get tickets or taking my boys. But listen, I'm intrigued by it. Certainly anything is better than War of the Worlds and Ice Cube. I heard you guys discussing that, the 2% Rotten Tomatoes meter. Shout out to David, by the way, who wanted the IMDb score. Cody just kept wanting to give him a Rotten Tomatoes. David's like, no, I want the IMDb score. Is it under 4 or not? Anyways, needless segue. I'm not seeing Weapons. I hope you enjoyed, Zaz. I'm sure it'll be good.
Wow, Mike, he's not going to see Weapons?
I mean, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got a good cast. It's got... Oh, Zaz,
don't you want to know?
I want to know why the kids are leaving.
Don't you want to know? It's 2:17 a.m. in the middle of the night and the kids are running out of their homes. They're never coming back. Don't you want to know why?
2:17 a.m. is the middle of the night, Zaz. You don't have to say 2:17 a.m. in the middle of the night.
Well, maybe, again, Lord's time zone.
No, Lord's it's still 2:17 a.m.
Okay.
I want to know when Eddington is streaming because that's what I've been waiting for. And I want you get worked up about not able to find your NFL. And then what works me up is I have to go look around at every streamer and see when Bad Shabbos is going to start streaming.
Aren't you a SAG member? Why don't you get like screeners?
Yeah, I get the screeners.
Yeah, no, David, weren't you in Dumb and Dumber or something? No, what was it? Three Stooges.
Three Stooges, and I was not a SAG member, though I'm joining a union shortly.
Okay.
We can talk about that. That's a little spoiler alert.
Just
for
to go
later
in
in
and
the show,
bust
or
it from the inside.
maybe so
break it up.
Old Trojan horse.
I want to go to David's point, but when something is not streaming, David, are you like me? You get so frustrated, you go, fine, screw it, I'll buy it. I want to watch Barney's version with Paul Giamatti. It's not streaming. I'll pay $20. I'll get the physical media, and I'll put it in my DVD player and enjoy the Blu-ray. Do you do that?
Except I don't have a Blu-ray player or a DVD player anymore. Are you excited? Are you going on a book tour?
I am. Thank you for mentioning, buddy. Cinephile is the book. It's coming out August 26th. It's available right now. MangoPublishingGroup.com, which, of course, published Greg Cody's book. So they're there in Miami. Shout out to Hugo. You can go to Amazon.com, wherever books are sold. August 26th, the book comes out. Yes, I'll be on tour. Maybe, me and David Sampson together in New York City. We shall see.
I can only imagine how great it will be to read all of Adnan's movie views and views on life, because he's Adnan, Zaz, and his opinions, frankly, are more important with movies than yours.
It's not a competition. Whatever.
It's always a competition.
All right.
Adnan, thank you.
Thank you, David. And one last shout out to, listen, people forget the fact, Samson's loyalties to Wisconsin. How about the Brewers? Best team in baseball. Pat Murphy, he's eating pancakes out of his pocket. Love it. Go Brew Crew.
Adnan, just had to get that in.
Can't wait for him to be as right about the MVP stuff as he was about predicting the Diamondbacks and Royals to go to the World Series at the beginning of the year.
That's tough, though, Jeremy. Don't do that.
Oh,
don't
I know.
be that guy.
Come on.
Who
I'm
was your preseason
playing around.
pick?
I didn't pick anybody. That's why I shove it off on you guys.
Easy to be you.
Oh, of course. I'm just having some fun.
It's not right. It's just not right.
It's not right for me to have fun around here.
Apologize for having fun, Jeremy, right now.
I apologize. I'll look directly at the camera. I apologize for having enthusiasm and having fun.
I want accountability.
He looks great, though.
Insincere.
Look how thin he looks. Remember all the fish we made fun of him for cooking, and it's paying off.
Thanks,
all the
man.
healthy lunches.
His arms are incredibly shiny.
He looks
and
sick.
Just
Wow.
amazing.
Thanks.
I will say this, David. Right before the show came in, we were complimenting him, saying, "You look good." Like he's like, "Yeah, I feel great." I go, "That's going to change real soon."
Yep. It's 10:01 a.m. and it's totally
I get more, and I go, "That's going to get used to that feeling. That's going to change in about 20 minutes."
Week and a half
friend."
away from this place.
He said he's got a little thinner for health purposes and not to look better.
It is.
I was like, you liar.
No, genuinely.
You know that you're on TV now.
Well, yeah, but also I spent 3 years ballooning on TV, and it was partially because of unhealthy habits and stress, and probably being bullied.
His doctor said, "Has your heart been bullied?"
I believe it's more like your candy cabinet, but in any case, one of
fast food.
Fast food. That's
the getting out of games at midnight and going, oh shoot, I haven't had dinner.
Just like, let's all close our eyes. Just like give your order that you do at like 1 a.m. wherever you are. Just like say it to the restaurant.
McDouble, large fries, large Coke Zero.
This was a good bit. All right,
Why are
back
we
to you
closing
guys.
our eyes for this?
Because I just want to visualize Jeremy at like 1 a.m. after a Heat game, just like a sad.
Yeah, I've got sleeves rolled up from the button-down shirt, the tie a little bit loose, driving through the drive-through, of which I'm certainly the only person dressed that way at 12:30 in the morning.
I'm going to give you a word of advice. If you're going to be in the baseball world, and this just comes from experience, you cannot give in to eating after games like that.
No, I don't now.
Cannot.
I don't, because of my health. It became a problem. And so now I'm trying to be healthy, and I get the added benefit of the vein side.
The problem was you said
off.
that you don't like to eat before a broadcast. Like you don't want to be full. So it's like if you don't eat before, you're
I've just
starving
decided
after.
to power through that.
It's really because you don't want to make duty during the game.
That is part of it.
He also got caught on during a Heat game. Like,
oh my God, it was the worst.
Well, you shouldn't eat when you're on TV. However, I will tell you that the baseball time clock is, if you're going on the air at 6 p.m. for a 7 o'clock game, generally about 4:42, you put a bite in, you eat a little bit, and then you power through, but you eat a good breakfast. In the
that's
baseball world,
basically
you have
what
to eat
I've been
a good
doing
breakfast.
at this point, is like either an early lunch or a late breakfast. I'm sure the audience is really intrigued by the timing of when I'm eating
I just
my food
want
now.
you to know that you look great.
Thank you.
And you're doing that, and I'm sorry that you come in here and all of a sudden you're having a bad day.
Oh, I'm having a great day. You guys just told me that I look great. I didn't bring fish
No
today.
fish
A little
today?
turkey sandwich.
Okay, I need to get back to smelling salts because I don't understand why we don't have them.
Avoiding salt on my food as well.
We have everything. We have costumes. We have love. We've got all of these little games and gimmicks. We have Adnan speaking incorrect grammar, a myriad of. We don't have smelling salts. And the reason I'm obsessed with it is that the NFL went backwards all the show yesterday. And the problem is when we do shows, they stay forever. But you do a show saying smelling salts are banned. And it turns out they're not banned. 1 day later.
I'll be honest. I I thought they were banned. Like, I thought smelling salts had been gone, except for hockey. I thought they'd been gone for a while.
If I understood this story correctly, I believe this is George Kittle's fault. So I think George Kittle decided to break the news that smelling salts were banned, and then the NFLPA or the NFL or someone came out and clarified. They said they're not banned. You just have to bring your own smelling salts moving forward.
Like, David, that's a liability issue is what they're doing.
It's what
there,
we
right?
did with tobacco in baseball, and it's total horse hockey because we did give players tobacco. We just couldn't do it overtly. We just would hide the cans in a different place.
So there's no reason to believe these NFL teams are not still going to have smelling salts available.
We can't get them ourselves.
We've been efforting all morning.
How do you think the players are going to do it? In plantation?
Well, it's one of those things where you can do it. It's pretty easy on Amazon.
Yeah.
We're trying to get it this morning, and our local CVS didn't have it, so we're efforting.
I'm just saying that the players will not be bringing their own smelling salts to games.
Have you ever tried smelling salts?
I've never.
I've never either.
I'm too scared. There's a whole lot of stuff I haven't tried.
I mean,
I don't mean like
scared,
skydiving. I like skydiving, but I'm talking about like smelling salts or drugs of most kinds.
I did it a few weeks ago on my dad's podcast randomly. It came up before this was even a story. My dad brought it up.
Randomly? Like you're in the middle of conversation?
It came up on one episode on the podcast, and we were like, let's order it. And the next week we did it, and it was terrible. I hated it. Yeah, bad.
Did it cause you to have a...
I'm not even sure I got the full experience because I hated it so much, but I got like a few whiffs, and it just like it stayed with me for like an hour. It was terrible. I hated it.
Have you guys seen those? I think they're called boomsticks that they sell. That
I considered buying those.
Yeah, how does that work, and what's the difference between like smelling salts and that? Because that, like, I think it was like introduced to most people on like Shark Tank or like Shark Tank clips that go out there. And now they sell them like at the airport. It's basically like a nasal like. It looks like a chapstick that you stick up your nose and you just take like a whiff and it like clears you all the way up.
I had those back in the old studio.
And?
It worked.
Yeah?
I liked having them in my car.
What is it?
If it was a late night and I would get a little drowsy at the wheel, I'm like, oh, I'm a little tired.
Well, what does it do?
Yeah, it worked what?
It's kind of like a little slap in the face.
But like it clears up, like if you're sick, it clears you up or it gives you like an energy shot. Like I don't know what they do.
It's kind of like...
I just see it and I see like Robert Hirsch, whatever his name is, go, woo! And he has like a crazy face. I'm like, dude, I think
you ever
if
smell
doing
Viva Peru?
Coke right now. What?
If like they put a little Viva Peru on your chest, it's kind of like...
I'm sorry, gentlemen. What
Vapor rub.
Are you not describing Afrin?
I don't know what it is. That's what I'm asking. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's a boomstick.
I don't know what it's called. I just like what it does.
This can't be happening to me. I'm not allowing this as. If you don't back me up here, we're in a fight. If you're telling me you don't know what Afrin is...
It's a nasal spray.
Can't be. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You stick it up your nose.
It's like
and
addicting, right? It's one of those things you do it.
You don't let your kids do it. It can ruin your nasal wall.
Once you start doing it, it clears you up, but then you'll need it worse
ever.
the next day. It's one of those things.
No, I'm not trying to do
It's like the chiropractor.
Never been.
Once you go, you got to keep going back.
Yeah.
It says simple ingredients, essential oils, and menthol inhaler.
That's the Afrin or that's the boomstick?
That's a
that's boomstick. You definitely smell the menthol.
I want to go back to me looking great for a second. I think that even when I was weighing a little bit more, I looked great because it's most important that what's going on the inside.
All right, back to you guys.
No, because it's really important because I don't want anybody in our audience to feel like if they've gained a little bit of weight in recent times that they shouldn't still feel good about themselves. No, you should still feel great about yourself regardless of what your weight is so long as your health is intact. Because
there's a whole
I don't want us or anybody else. I understand
He's
there's an
ashamed
industry.
of his vanity.
I don't think that should be where we are because it's really impacted my mental health and I don't want it to impact anybody else's. I put too much weight into my literal weight and I don't want anyone else to do that. Yeah. So yeah, I look beautiful, but I would have looked beautiful if I was, a lot heavier.
We get it. Yeah, not making fun of fatties.
Got it.
All right, it's the dog days of summer and the perfect time to cash in on your baseball smarts with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers bet just $5 and you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Pick a slugger to go yard, ride some live odds, or just vibe with your team. No stats required, just swings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DAN. That's code DAN for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab, LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don Le Batard.
I win in the margins. I'm like,
you're Moneyball of sex.
I'm basically Scott Hatterberg.
A lot of
Stugotz.
A lot of walks, but I'm on base.
When it comes to sex,
A
I'm
lot of
Scott
foul
Hatterberg.
tips.
Other dudes, they can be Giambi.
You know your role, you play well?
I know my role.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
It has menthol, eucalyptus oil, and peppermint oil in it.
Oh, man.
I don't think that seems healthy to me. I'd prefer us not to do smelling salts, boomsticks. There was a story I heard when you guys did your pirate ship when you didn't invite me. Story of having people do smelling salts or something. I can't remember what it was, but I don't want to be a part of that. While I'm in the chair, if you want to do it tomorrow, and bring in smelling salts to your heart's
I would try
content.
Yeah, I would try it.
I think that you could end up like Lloyd Bridges.
I don't know what that is.
Thank you,
Oh,
Roy.
with the hair. Okay, very good.
Lloyd Bridges, he sniffed. I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
The ones that I had, it like affected the whole room. Like if Zaz did it, you would feel it too.
Smelling salts?
Yeah.
Some secondhand.
Maybe I did
smelling
it poorly. I like opened up the container and it just if my wife walked into the room like an hour later and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Sorry, I did smell."
I love the idea of leagues covering up their players' concussions. I love when boxers do it between rounds. I love when NFL players do it. I love when you get knocked to the ground, you do a little smelling salt, and you come up, and boom, you're good to go.
I'm fairly certain it is banned in boxing, smelling salts. I don't think boxing allows it. But I was wrong, apparently, with the other sports. Like, it's been legal.
I thought Mike Tyson used to do it all the time.
Oh, but I mean, it got banned eventually. Like, yeah, I'm sure he did do it at one point, but boxing does not allow it.
I think that's a mistake. I think sports are worse off for not allowing. I think steroids, smelling salts, let everyone do everything. What's the actual difference?
I mean, I'm not going
If everyone can do everything, they stopped a sport that was going to happen. Did you guys read about this? I mean, this would be, I wanted Billy to actually do this, where you participate in Olympic events on steroids. Ooh. It's called the Steroid Games.
Okay, hold on. Let's just rewind it. You want me to take steroids and do the Olympic Games?
Because you're an athlete. You say that you can kick field goals. You can hit.
No, I can't.
You can hit.
I used to
fastballs. You can catch fly balls. You can tackle players. You've told me you can do all these things.
No. Whoa.
I can kick a field goal. I could hit off a baseball player.
No. This side of the room can do all of those things. I'm very aware of my very precipitous decline in athleticism and really just health in general. I mean, Jeremy on the other end, we were bookending these two great athletes here as like two chubbos, but now Jeremy's gotten in shape and I look like shit still. So like I'm on an island over here. I can't do anything. I can barely tie my shoes.
Well, if you took steroids,
I've thought about that.
You'd be able to do everything.
Where do you think you would get them if you thought about where you would acquire them?
It's Miami.
There's a gym I used to go to that I'm pretty sure a lot of people were doing steroids because it was like this little mom and pop gym, and they had like a whole room was just like mirror walled. And this was like, I was like fresh out of high school at the time when I was going there. Honestly, the best gym I ever went to, these boutique gyms, the LA Fitnesses of the world, where it's all just pish posh and let me be vain. This is like real, like you're on there, meat and potatoes type gym. And then like people would just go disappear behind this mirror wall, and I was like, "What the hell's going on? Like what air conditioning back there? Like what's happening?" And then like because I was young and naive, and I quickly realized, oh, they're probably just all shooting up steroids because they go in there like 2 at a time and then come back out a couple minutes later. And I was like, all right, well.
Okay, let's say that's accurate what you're saying. What would you do? Like,
I couldn't get steroids.
Well, like,
if
would
I
you
even
walk
wanted
up
to
to them and you're just like, "Yo, you got them roids?"
No, I couldn't if I wanted to. Like we've gone over a number of times. Like my barber thought that I was a police officer. Yeah. I don't give off I can go obtain illegal things easily. I'm not. I don't look like someone that people could trust with.
Well, what if right before you ask them if they got them roids? What if right before that, like you snort a line? You're like, "Oh, this guy. I mean, he's."
They're not doing that at the gym.
Well, there's a mirror wall. I'm telling you.
They're not doing. How do you do cocaine on a wall?
You go behind the mirror wall, and then there's another world back there, and then they come back up. Yeah, come on, man.
Billy doesn't give off drugs. We used to have to walk from the Clevelander to like the 7th Street garage, like 3 blocks. I would daily get offered drugs on the walk just because of my look.
Daily?
No one offered to sell me drugs
people
ever.
Would
like
walk
it was
by
so
me,
insulting.
I would get the weed, coke as I'm walking by someone like every day, and I would tell them. Billy's like, I never get
It was
that.
so insulting. Like no one thinks I could be addicted to drugs. I don't like. Come on. Look at me.
Jeremy, you got it?
That happened to me all the time.
Were the choices only weed and coke?
Mike, would you get
That
it?
was what I heard, yeah.
No, I never got offered
Wow,
cocaine.
Roy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never been offered any of that stuff except the one time that I was at a bachelor party in Costa Rica.
I'm sure you got offered a lot.
That doesn't count.
Good golly.
Come on.
And so
what
I
I've heard.
view that as not
Your
counting.
generation ruined that for ours.
Yeah.
We can't go to Costa Rica, can't go to Colombia. If you say, there's a bachelor party in Colombia or Costa Rica, you'll get, hell no, I know what happens.
I have some friends that do scary things there.
What is that?
I've never gone.
You can kill a guy.
Wait, hold on. What does that mean? Do scary things?
I'll tell you off air.
If you want to kill a guy, you can kill a guy.
That I didn't do that.
It's like Hostel.
But I will
I've heard
say
it's very overwhelming.
It may be the only time that I was happily in a pool with other people.
Wait, what?
Normally I'm not happy, but in a Costa Rican bachelor party at a pool, there's just a lot going on. Yeah. And so you're in the pool, and I got past all of my germ issues.
Why is Andy Slater always in Colombia?
I'm not answering that. I bet you could ask him yourself, but I believe that if you got him, you have him smoke them.
Did you play the pee-pee game in the pool?
No,
Did they pee in the
other
pool?
games.
Whoa. What other games?
There's a lot of other stuff.
Come on, man. Just tell us. It's fine.
No, it's Costa Rica. Anything goes. Where you can be a 65-inch Jewish-looking middle-aged guy, and there are people saying, wow, you're super attractive, and would you like drugs?
It's always weird when you say your height in inches.
Jews are attractive.
I can't figure that out.
Don't say 65 inches.
65
That's how tall I am.
inches.
Just say whatever you are.
12
5
inches in a foot.
Yeah, 12 times
You can
2
do it,
is
Mike.
24.
I believe in you.
5'5"?
Yeah, you got.
I know you think it sounds better.
It
Just say
doesn't.
5'5".
I think
Don't give me a
65
math
inches
problem.
sounds taller than 5'5".
65 inches sounds like you might be in the 6-foot range.
Because
You start tricking people.
You're just
That'd be
hoping
72.
someone thinks you're saying 6'5".
No, it's like
No,
when they measure
I
babies in
always-
months.
Hey,
How
my
many months
child
old
is-
are you?
My child is 26 months.
Don't get me started on the weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
Babies and weeks, I check out.
Yeah, don't.
My child is 161 weeks.
Hate that.
I mean, it's absurd.
If you say 53 weeks, like your baby's almost 1.
If you're 53 weeks, you're
53
over
weeks.
1.
You're over one, yeah, but that's close.
Like over 3.
This is why you say
No, you're
years.
not.
This is why you go years.
This is why you embarrass yourself in front of Jeff Conine yesterday.
God, that one's out.
What a great... He texted me about it. He said, was Cody doing show?
I don't think he knows my name.
He knows
No, he
exactly
Now I know
it.
you're lying.
No, he knows exactly it.
Did he have a good time? It didn't seem like it.
He loved it.
I didn't. He seemed not happy.
He's hard to read.
Yeah.
He's just very... that's how he played. Except when his frustration would come out, he'd bend his helmet, the ears, until they'd snap.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't, he was very...
I don't
He's
think
intense.
He didn't like my joke where I was like, Josh Beckett, we should have saved him for Game 7.
He also didn't like me saying, hey, that great NLCS game that you had a pretty bad game prior to the game winning hit.
That was an interesting tack that you took.
That was bad move.
I'm not sure what your plan
0 for
was
1 with a ground into a double play. I think.
It's a story of perseverance.
I think what you said was you had a really terrible game.
You had a
did
look.
say
Look, runs were at a premium. All right, he got the game-winning hit.
Right.
But he also grounded into a double play and got picked off at second. That's
I don't
pretty
know
bad.
if this would shock you, but there are people who come to your atmosphere and don't actually actually enjoy it.
I was paying him a compliment and also doing a show. Also, I had heard that he was in the area of Adrian Peterson when it came into handshakes. So when he showed up in those jeans with a tucked in polo and jeans, I'm like, this guy's going to try to rip my hand off. I got to give him the business. I dominated that handshake.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't just give you knuckles.
It
He's
was
more of a knuckle
underwhelming.
guy.
It was underwhelming, the handshake. Just because I thought it was going to be amazing.